Well, this is my welding shop. Most people use a greenhouse for growing plants in, but I don't. My greenhouse is for welding, and the reason is, of course, if I do welding in here in my workshop, I'm likely to set the place alight. So the greenhouse, I've just moved it, and it's ideal because I can't I can't set anything alight. Now I'm making another Clyde puffer. Gordon, I made one for Gordon under his instruction, and he's had these frames laser cut, and they're very good. I'm welding to the keel. The keel, it's got very useful slots in, and the frames fit them, and I've just taken them on. They don't need a lot of fixing, to be honest, because the bodywork holds all the frames together, and the decking. And once it's all complete, it's very, very strong, and it's very heavy. Me and Gordon had a bit of trouble getting it in and out of the pond last week, but I made this jig up, which makes the life of it, makes it very, really easy. And to get it, I get it square, and then I clamp it in place with this little arrangement here, and it works a treat. And I can look down the length of it and make sure I can measure from here to here to make sure that it's central. But once the frame, I've got to at the back here, I've got to cut this away for the prop shaft. Obviously the propeller sits in there, but this has to be cut away and brazed with a brass tube before these frames get welded in. In fact, I might have to cut them a little bit to make them. That one I'd have to cut, and I did on the other one. I had to modify this arrangement here. I had to cut down to get the engine, and the boiler sort of sits here, engine sort of sits here. Anyway, it's coming on.